What's up, everyone? I think it's time that we look at Dr. Doom. This guy came out God knows how long ago, and I just never got around to like opening it up and actually like messing around with it too much. I took him out, messed around with his spell book and posed him a few times, but I never actually went through and really like dug into his accessories, because I don't really like doing that too much depending on who it is, because usually it's always the same hands and whatnot. But I'm gonna see what I can do today and like kind of dive in deep into what you get. This is the highly sought after. I don't make the mistake of not ordering something because of digital renders or because of certain things that just don't look good. I kind of give every single figure that I buy a chance, and then if I don't like it, I just end up reselling it. Sometimes I take a loss on it and it is what it is, but at least I didn't miss out. And I'm not sure why you guys don't go about that. I see a lot of people do that, where they just miss out because one little thing was off, and then it's instant regret. And that happened with Daredevil. That happened with the Mafex Daredevil, where I remember when I was, scrolling through the Mafex sub, people were talking shit about Daredevil. And then when he came out, everybody was like, oh shit, he looks really good. Fuck, I missed out. And here we are, right? A year later, or just about. But anyways, let's take a look at him. Box is amazing. I love it. I love his mask on the front of the box is pretty cool. You don't really get too much on the side here. But you do get a lot of stuff in the back here. It's pretty cool. I love their promo pics. Unfortunately, they're very deceitful sometimes. Like, he's not able to do this. So this is just like a render, or maybe an early prototype that was able to do this with butterfly joints, but then maybe they couldn't make it work with everything else. But I'm pretty sure this is just a digital render. That's about it. Let's take them out and let's just look at them. I took him out just to like mess around with him real quick, and then we'll go through the accessories and we'll take a look at his hands and all that stuff. But he is absolutely phenomenal. He's got some dust because he's been in dusty places. He is made out of die-cast metal, I believe, and so he's a hefty figure. He's pretty heavy. He looks amazing. This is a 10/10 figure. Sorry you missed out. It sucks. Hopefully you guys get a chance. Anybody who missed out and wants him, hopefully you guys get a chance to get him. Because he's really good. I understand that people are selling him for like 3 times what he's like worth, 2 times what he's worth, something like that. If you could save up the money, maybe do payments, I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth it. I wouldn't hold your breath for Mezco reissues, because they almost never do a reissue. It's more like maybe they have some in stock somewhere, and then they go up on the Mezco website when you're on the the waiting list. But other than that, they generally don't do it. So if you don't get him now, even if he's a absurd price, you're probably not going to get him later when he triples or quadruples in price. So I have no issues with this. I think he looks amazing. The one and only issue, which is maybe it's a nitpick, maybe not, is they didn't bother putting the bendy wire down here. They put the bendy wire here on the trim on the sides, but they didn't put it here. I'm sure this is probably a really easy fix. I'm sure I can get some, like a twist tie that's like that's obviously holds its form, and maybe like glue it to the bottom here, and maybe like fold it over and stitch it. Who knows, right? But yeah, you can take off his cloak. It's pretty cool. These are actually magnets. That's the coolest thing about Mezco, is that they love using magnets. He doesn't have those butterfly joints that you saw, like I said, so he can't really do that pose. But when I have him standing, I kind of just like putting them behind his back like this, and just kind of like having him like that. His mask does come off. You do get a few other replacements. Maybe another issue that I have is his mask comes off pretty easy. Maybe it's just mine. Maybe your guys don't have that issue, but like his mask, like I move his head around a little bit to like mess with the hood and it kind of like just pops off. You do get the two little pieces here that you can take off to put that accessory that he has. I mean, this is literally one of the best figures that Mezco has ever dropped. It's amazing, and he pairs well with their Fantastic Four, which I also have as well. He comes loaded with accessories. These are like the boosts, the rocket boosts. Comes with a separate belt here. As for accessories, my only issue is the belt that you put on him. His belt there that he has. It's terrible in a way because this always unhooks right here because of this piece right here. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. It's kind of like a little loop, and if you move them too much, it just kind of like falls off, which is annoying. This is kind of like a battle scarred head. You got a few other masks. This one has like less detail on his face. You get a bunch of different hands, like spell hands and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. I bought this really cool spell effect on Etsy. I got a second one somewhere here, and I thought it'd look good. I mean, that's kind of one of the only things that sucks is that there wasn't like a spell effect. He has his spell book. Sorry, let me show you guys that real quick. This is pretty cool. It actually opens up, has spells in there, and then the little spell book stand. Anyways, so I bought this and it was really cool. I love it. I think it's made more for figures that have like a smaller wrist, and he doesn't. He doesn't have like a smaller wrist on his like peg here. He doesn't have a peg like a normal one, should I say. So this is like hard to put on him. Luckily I had a Dremel, and as you can see, I kind of dremeled it a little bit, opened it up a little bit, so that way I can switch out his hands and use his like spell hands, right, and have like the really cool effect. So that's pretty cool. So there's always like third-party effects for stuff like this. Just keep in mind his wrist is like a lot bigger, so you might have to do something similar here. He comes with really cool lightning hands. More lightning, blue lightning. All right, so he does come with a spell. I do remember now. It's all coming back to me. I've literally never messed with them. I know I saw it. So he do get a really cool spell here. I like the other one because it's a little more detailed, but that is pretty cool. And I think the reason I bought it is because I remember seeing that he had like yellow, and I was like, I feel like he's like a green spell type of guy, but I don't remember. I don't remember him in the comics. I don't remember the color of his spells in the comics. But that's pretty cool. I've never opened this piece. I know I saw it. You get like a few effects like beams and stuff, more projectile stuff, projectiles, more boosters. As always, you get a really nice stand. When you pop this out to put the stand, the actual stand on it, make sure you save this. A lot of people don't know, but you can stand them like this on here, which is why you need that little piece. You do get batteries. Mezco's nice enough to give you batteries. I forgot what this is for. I gotta look at the instructions. These are the pieces that go on his back for his like rocket booster. You get one on each side. And his thing that he uses to steal powers. I think this is it, because I know he steals the Beyonders powers in Secret Wars. Pretty sure. And this does light up, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I ran out of space, so I would love to have him out and take out all the accessories and like actually mess around with him. But I have like over 200 something figures, so I don't have space for him right now. I'm working on getting display cases to start taking everything out, but not there yet. I will be. Let's just compare them real quick. I have a Marvel Legends Avalanche here. Let's just compare his height. So they stand about the same, give or take, about 6 inches. Maybe he's just a tad taller, right? Just a little bit. So he's just a standard. So he's just a standard 1/12 scale. Obviously, Mezco 1/12 is basically he's going to be 1/12 scale to his real life size. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think, and catch you guys next time.